What's good, people? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Brown.
It's your boy Big Tracy over here.
All right, we're gonna do things a little different. We're gonna watch a video. We're gonna react to it. This one says men have already moved on and left the dating game for good. We're gonna go ahead and take a look, man. See what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what they're talking about. See what's popping up in these YouTube streets. Let's get it.
Men have already moved on and left the game for good.
I'd rather be single than embarrassed. There's a lot of embarrassment going on, bitch.
So in a few seconds, you realize why a lot of women are single. So when you look at yourself, what would you say you need to improve when you're dealing with the opposite gender?
Nothing. Shit, I don't think there's any flaws. I don't really have any flaws. What I need to improve?
Yes.
Probably his timing.
Your timing or his timing?
His timing.
No, it's about you though.
Oh,
you
what
need
do I
to.
need to
Yeah, what do you need to improve?
I don't know.
You see how she jumped straight to you?
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone. Y'all have messed it up.
I love the
women.
music.
A lot of us have messed it up.
That real sorrow.
And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family. I desire commitment. I desire marriage. I desire to have a woman. I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that.
Facts.
But now you're starting
Facts.
to see more and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that, because men are valuing and desiring their peace
Facts.
over everything else.
Look,
Facts.
I was gonna say this, man. Real talk. Now, obviously, this video is gonna be about, you know, just men just pretty much moving on, and it segues to a lot of other things too. Because again, you know, we was talking about single mothers, and, you know, that's always been the topic, especially for the last couple of weeks.
Right.
But yeah, I think I speak for myself. You know, I'm kind of glad I took time for myself. I've dated, you know, for sure, but for the last few years, I actually took time to myself to learn myself. I look at it like you should learn yourself, and I learn about yourself, especially if you've been in relationships. Take some time, and as men, I mean, you should just learn, you know, learn and earn at this point.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna have your little fling here and there, but I just think that at this point, you should try to make as much money as possible.
Right. Exactly.
That's
man.
what I was
You gotta figure your shit out and know you. You know what I mean?
Facts. No, you.
And shit. That's what I tell my kids too. Like, hey man, don't put all your happiness in somebody. If you can make yourself happy, bruh, it's what it is. You feel me? Like, shit, I love women. You know, got my little piece. You know what I'm saying you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, it's like, yeah, I don't have to answer to nobody. I ain't gotta go through no nagging shit. I ain't gotta. The peace, especially at our age,
Right.
really it's what matters. The
Right.
peace. Dead ass.
Especially as men. I feel like, you know, we've been talking about Thailand, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking about, you know, exploring our, you know, you got to explore as much as possible if you can.
Right.
But, you know, I'm going to let the video play. We're going to let it play a little bit. Let them, because again, it is kind of fitting for what we, you know, what we're going through as well. You know, you got to, I think that's why this video is kind of perfect. For what it is. But we're going to let them see it. Let them see more of it.
The modern dating scene is a complete wasteland for men. It's practically non-existent now. Men have checked out for good. They're leaving without a second thought. Let's face it, today's dating world offers men absolutely nothing. The horror stories are everywhere, and modern women's values regarding proper relationships and family are utterly worthless. The last time I checked, men were no longer interested in dating. There is no benefit for men to enjoy with modern women. All they need is the purse and sex. Wherever you go, you can be sure that the new woman you find is like the other one you have met. The shocking thing is that before men started leaving for good, these women were bold about it. They would tell to a man's face how unsatisfied they are in the relationship. They compare the shit out of the men and beat down men's self-esteem. And even more, they are excellent and unremorseful cheaters.
Damn, totally.
They don't give a damn when they are caught. And this is one of the reasons why men are dumb. What I have figured out is that if you stay and complain, it changes nothing.
Right.
But if you keep quiet and leave, you will be taken seriously.
Right.
Look.
Hey.
Look, that hands down.
Look.
I would say that. Going back to what I was saying before, if you young man, 20, but if you're 20 years old, you shouldn't even be worrying about too many women at this point. Now I understand that you at your I ain't gonna say your peak. You ain't nowhere at your peak, but you're a young man at that point, so you kind of want to just go ahead and fulfill your wild oats. But I'm telling you, you're gonna get yourself in some trouble. Go ahead and learn and earn, especially from you at 20 to 30. I would think that you should just learn and earn at that point.
Get your bread. Get
that money up, and then become a top 10%, 5%. Therefore, you ain't chasing no woman because women gonna be chasing you at that point.
100.
I always say this because the problem is we do the opposite. We're literally by the time we're 18, 19, we just chasing women at that point. We have no life skills, no nothing. And then of course, with the climate that we're in right now, we want to go ahead and go for the women, but we don't have no money.
Be thinking with your dangling.
And we've done it. We've all done it. But I always say, like, I mean, we're older now, so we can honestly say we know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
The bread.
So I always say, learn and earn, get to a point where you can make enough money, and then they will come for you. I'm telling you, it will work that way. And then me personally, I was never the one to just be out there in these streets. I think we both kind of the same when it's like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We selective, very selective when it comes down to women.
Because we know our worth. We know our value. You know
especially
what I mean?
Now. Like, I'm really selective now than ever before. And I want someone that's going to meet me halfway.
But what you tell me, hey, look, if she ain't got what you equally bring to the table or more, hey, you don't even need them.
You don't even need them? Get it out the doubt.
You know what I mean? Hey, it's all gravy, baby.
Get out the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but definitely be a top. I don't like to say 1% because it's hard to be a 1%. It's hard to be a 5%.
Shit, in your brain, you could be whatever percenter you want to be.
You can.
You feel.
But you still need that bread to kind of solidify you being that 1 to 5. And that's why I said, get to 10%. Shit, get to, because at that, 20%. Anybody that's earning and taking care of themselves, have their own shit. That's another thing too.
I'm proud.
That's another thing too. For the men, and I'm speaking for the men on this one more so than anything, especially with this episode. Again, get your own shit.
Get your shit.
I think these are life lessons that I think that older men like us, we have to tell men, younger men this, right?
Facts.
When you start out, when you get out there, don't be partnering with no woman on this. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Get your own shit. I'm just gonna keep it real.
You gonna always motherfucking lose and have to start the fuck over.
Always.
So don't ever go, as men, and this is what G's saying, don't ever go into if y'all gonna have a relationship with a woman and you gonna be in, and y'all gonna move in together, don't ever move in with the woman. Y'all either move in together or she move in with you. Don't ever move in her shit, cause you're gonna be in some shit.
No, he's gonna be in some shit. I mean? Nah, for sure.
It
never works out.
Have your own, have your own, cause you be prepared to rebuild every time.
So I say this, and we'll get back to the video, cause I want them to see the video, cause it's a good video, and I will name the creator, and I should have named the creator in the beginning, but I'm gonna name him afterwards. But I say this is a perfect video, especially like I said for the climate that we're in right now. But as far as like we were saying before, yes, get your own shit. Don't ever pair up with a woman when it comes down to it. What I was going to say though is that our biggest part, we talked about this before. Our biggest problem right now is that we're competitive with each other. When I say that, I'm talking about men and women. We were never competitive before because we were never playing the same game. Now we're playing the same game, right? Because women are working, men are working. My bad. Men are working. So now you have both people kind of competing with each other. This is the reason why we say not to pair up with a woman when it comes down to buying houses and stuff like that. Because unfortunately, when you get into them arguments,
that's your ass.
It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a serious problem. I'm telling you off experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get your own shit. I don't give a. I'm telling you, it's gonna be way better. If she's a problem, she can leave. You know what I'm saying? It's not you can. No, she can leave. And I'd rather be in that situation than being in the situation of I gotta bounce and be fucked up in that. I'm not putting myself in that situation. So
never
I'm just
again.
I just have to. We just have to let them know that because that's.
I mean, that's the point of growing. You know what I mean?
Real talk. We're gonna let them see it.
This is exactly what is happening after men start going away for good. Realization started hitting women, and many of them are doing what they can to keep the men who still think that you can find an angel among the corruption of modern women.
Noticing a lot of females wonder why dudes don't try to holler at them anymore. It's not because you're ugly or anything like that. It's just that shit has become so difficult. Back in the day, the worst thing we had to worry about was getting rejected. Nowadays, we got to worry about getting screenshot, called thirsty, and the worst of them all, getting a video of us getting rejected, put on the internet. The funny thing about the females who like to screenshot and call you thirsty is when the screenshot is coming from a text message conversation that y'all had. How thirsty can I possibly be if I already have your number? Y'all never fail to mention that he's thirsty, but y'all always fail to mention how he got your number.
The first reason why men went away for good is the way modern women reject men. It is a sport for them. Now, this is not because all these men are broke or average men. They are doing good for themselves. But because these men are not earning 6 figures and not the height of NBA players. Gone are the days when women rejected men because they looked irresponsible and might not be the best option for her and the children. But now, women reject responsible men because they don't make 600 grand a year. Now, women go for rich men who don't seem to care about them. If modern women got a chance, they'd reject their fathers if they were in their mama's place. They disrespect and reject men just for trying to talk to them, like just asking for a name or maybe a number. The men who get tangled up in this mess the most are the ones modern women see as average. Every time a man who isn't their type approaches them, their first reaction is disrespect. This is what I find infuriating. The women who reject men are the best version of women. They are just a product of Hoflaten.
Yeah.
Want to know why most good men remain single, myself included? It's because all of us have had times in our life where we're doing perfectly fine on our own. We're financially set. We're living life on our own. We don't need anybody. But they happen to come into our life, make us feel like maybe this is the one time that she's going to make me feel special. Say things like, you're a catch, you're my dream man, you're so this, you're so that, I can't believe I found you, I can't believe I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Only to do what?
Fuck you over.
To push him out of your life and act like strangers. The same thing you were before you met. So why even bother me? Why even bother that man? Why? Good men, like myself, it's not that we can't get a woman, it's because every time we try, we're shown exactly why we're better off alone. And instead, these women want to go after the guy that doesn't want them. And then they complain about why they're hurting and why he hurts them. A guy either wants you or he doesn't. There's no middle ground.
I was going to say, too, though, what he's saying is 100. What I was going to say, too, is it's funny because I would hear the argument, I'm sure you heard it, too, where you would hear a woman that would say that they want this 6-figure guy or even a millionaire, 6 feet and all that. Sorry.
6 feet. Yeah.
Which is, again, just like you said, you can't get mad at people's preference. It is what it is. If that's what they want, that's what they want. We all know that that's like a unicorn guy, right? It's non-existent. Even though he's out there, but not as many as they would want. Well, let me say this. Now, I would think that if they do get this guy, because we know a few guys that's like that. We know a few people that's in our circle that's like that makes good money, that pretty much, they're the bachelor type. I just don't think that they're gonna stay faithful. I think that you have more of a worst case situation dealing with someone that is high stature and think that they're gonna be, committed to you and you only. You know what I'm saying? Because granted, you're not the only woman that wants that man. Every woman gonna want that man if he's a high stature person, right? I mean, so I don't see how you think that person's gonna be more faithful,
right, than
someone. The regular person can cheat on you.
Just think about it like this, G.
I'm just keeping it real.
How he pulled her, you feel me?
I mean, yeah.
You think he ain't doing that in different states? That man flying privates and this, that, and the third.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how you think he got you? So
exactly. No, 100. I just don't understand how women think that. The logic of that is weird to me because I would think if I have multiple regular niggas have options. So if I'm a person that's a multi-millionaire, I have way more options. So you think that I'm just going to just say, I'm going to wait till I get home to my wife. I'm going to wait till I get home to my good night. Shorty right there, she's going to get it because she's right in front
Monday,
of me.
that's Wednesday.
And let's keep it real. Let's keep it real 100.
That's Friday.
Right,
I got to fly to see her.
I mean, think about that. I mean, let's keep it real 100. Yo, I mean, especially in this climate right now. I say this too, man. Look, I'm tired of the commitments. Especially in America. It shouldn't be no more commitments in America. And when I say that, because the divorce rate is getting higher and higher. Mm-hmm. People not even getting married anymore. We're not having as many children. But we still having these barbaric ass mindsets of marriage and all these things that doesn't work in today's society as much as it should.
Because people, I ain't gonna even say people. I say most women really marry for stature. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's what it is. They ain't looking for the guy who really loves them, like you said. They looking for the baller, shot caller, but realize the baller, shot caller gonna come with headaches. Where you can have an average man, he make decent money, but he's responsible, right?
Right.
And he'll take care of you and love the shit out you, but you're attracted to the motherfucker that glitz and glamour. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it ain't all peaches and cream on the other side of the grass. You feel me? So
there's a lot of things when you think about it, man, that I just feel like as men, there's a lot of pitfalls that's in this country that we have to deal with. And I think that we're old enough to, at least school the younger generation, younger men.
We seen it.
We seen it
and lived it
full blast and got through it.
Got for sure. And reap the benefits of knowing when they say, hey, you cool being all right? I'm cool being by myself. You feel me? Because like I said, I can make the moves I want to make. I got money. You feel me? It's like you right. Like shit.
I wanna,
I ain't struggling to take care of you.
I'd rather be by myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if I had no disrespect to even when I was married, it was great in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But like no disrespect to, I ain't throwing no shade to nobody. But at the same time, it's like I like being single. I actually like I like having my money myself. I don't like dealing with no disrespect to the kids or anything like that, because in my situation, just like in yours, we had cool kids, that we was around. But I don't want to be responsible for nobody's kids. No, I'm just gonna keep it real 100. Right. I don't want to have that pressure of that anymore. And I avoid it. Like the last just 2 weeks ago, I told you I was getting my oil change, and I literally curved shorty. And that was like one of the first times in a long time. I literally curved her, I swear to my life. And right when she told me she had kids, and shorty wasn't ugly, you know what I'm saying? But when she told me she had kids, she was from Seattle, and all this other. See, we had a good conversation, but right then I was like,
the whole process changed.
And then she said that.
Is my car ready?
Right. Looking for my car. She was like, when she said she said she was struggling her first year being out here with, and so when she said that, I'm like, all right, so that's already a red flag. Not to say a red flag, but I'm thinking like, damn, she telling me she's going through a struggle right now. Then when she said the kids, I was like, yeah, all right, the best of luck. No,
see you later.
Disrespect. I've been through it too much, and it's a pattern, right. And I don't ever want to go through that pattern. I don't ever want to go through that again, right. And I just rather avoid it. I've dated women with no kids, and it is a different. And just recently, I've dated women with no kids, and it is a big difference. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It's a big difference.
Now, my stipulation: if I date somebody with kids, this is what I guess this is what would be okay with me. If they're not at least the same age as my baby girl,
right? I feel you on that.
I really can't.
I feel you. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really, it's hard.
I'm done with it. I don't want to deal with no kids no more. I don't want to deal with it no. And again, I didn't have a bad experience with kids. Actually, to be honest with you, the kids were great.
Yeah, I raised mine.
I in a sense raised them.
You did.
So again, I had a great time with the kids, and the kids were cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just at the age. I just want to be free.
Yeah, I don't.
I just want to be free. You feel me? Like
hands down. I think that's
all. G. I just want to be, and true enough, you will always be there for your kids. Don't get it twisted. You're always a parent, but you're not taking care of. You're helping. If they need help, You help. That's what I do with my girls. They need some help. Daddy, hey, I need a car. Okay, let's see. We figure something out. Dad, I need to get. Okay, we figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't have to take care of them in the aspect of you got to go and buy them bras and all that kind of shit. You feel me?
Look, this is what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, man, I just like the freedom, me personally. I'm not saying I would never get married, but it probably won't be in this country. Thailand for me.
Broke as a motherfucker.
I'm out of here.
Stressed the fuck out.
I'm okay with giving my dating card up. I'm okay with it. I'm going to Thailand. I'm out there.
Until we leave, I gotta run across something.
I mean, I still got mine too,
but you know what I'm saying? But
I'm out of here.
I mean, it's just circumstance. Like, I one shawty, she cool. Our kid is older than, but it's just like,
we going, like I said, man. Either way, like I said,
don't know, man.
Our situation is a little different. I like to school these cats a little something, and you know what I'm saying. Bottom line, like, we need to go ahead and kind of. I don't know if we can fix this here. That's when we keep it real with you. I think that at this point it's done. It's as the young ones would say, it's cooked. We need to move on and explore our options. Whether if it's Thailand, Africa, I don't care where it's at. I just said at the end of the day, explore your options as much as possible. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Y'all can watch the rest of the video too, and let me get the name right. It's Manhood. All right, he got 143,000 subscribers. We trying to get to that. We ain't nowhere near that, but we gonna get to there. We working pretty soon. I don't know when, but we'll get there pretty soon. But yeah, check it out. There's more of the video to it, but definitely check it out, man. Definitely a dope video, and I think it speaks to the times that we're in right now. So y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Brob.
It's your boy Dick Tracy.
Look, man, learn and earn, man. Stop chasing these women, man. Get that bread, man.
Get that dope.
We out of here. Hey.